Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential covered patio section. Let's go right into the overall dimensions. And first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and show you, I had the floor plan as well as elevation. So you can see that we're matching up to that fairly decently. 4 to 12 slope on the ceiling. And the bottom here, now they're only requesting heating for these specific spaces, not the entire patio, so we're just going to kind of concentrate on that. But going over those overall dimensions, you can see 16 foot here, center to center on the post. I have a 15'7" on this center of the post to the wall itself, and then also 8'9" I have to the top edge where the ceiling makes contact with this beam going across over here from left to right there. And then also roughly about a 14-foot elevation to the top of the ceiling over here. Also, I just put this 9'11". It's probably 10 foot edge to edge on that, so I could show you a couple of purposes behind that dimension necessity. So let's go ahead and turn that dimensions off and look at a couple of different ideas. First of all, most people would think, let's see what just 2 units would look like. How would that work out? If I was just to place 2 units, I would do something more like placing them CD series. This is a CD 6024, so 6,000 watt 240 volt. It's in the center of this span here, so you may want to push it to the left slightly. But in any case, let's look at the distances I placed on the from this outer edge over here to the center of the bracket. I have it 4'6", so that we can get the best throw on the ray itself. Also, it needs to be vertical or parallel. The bottom edge of the heater needs to be parallel with the ceiling. If you change the angle, then you're going to need to drop the heater down an additional 6 inches, and that's why I'm going parallel with the ceiling. And the placement of that would be best for this particular area here and pretty good for this area over here. So let's go ahead and this, I should say also the same distances as over here as far as the distance from the edge over here to the center of the bracket, and that it also is centered within the span of the patio itself. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. CD 6024 is pretty good for an application like this on the left. You're not quite in that full ray over here, but here you'd be very comfortable pretty much in the whole patio area. You may wish to, on certain days, move the sitting area a little bit to the left, so I just moved it about 10 inches there, and that puts you more in the ray itself. Or again, if you off-centered the heater itself, then that ray itself would be more over the sitting position. So that's one unit over here, and then over here you can see that if you were sitting in the 3 chairs to the right, you would be pretty comfortable, and the 2 other chairs on right here that I'm showing would be okay, but you're not really in that perfect amount of heat output from the heater. And of course over here you probably wouldn't feel much of any heat whatsoever. So generally I find that if you go straight down from the heater and 8 foot out, that's going to be the best amount of heat that you're going to feel. Also note that that's only when the heater is tilted at a 30-degree angle. Again, the angle that I have here is parallel with the ceiling itself, so it's probably more like a 20-25 degree angle that I have in this application. So all right, so that is one option. and let's go ahead and look at another option. The other option would be possibly going with 4 of the units, and in this case I have them, first of all mounted on the beam going across here, 2 units here, and then 2 units on the wall. And that's why I came up with that measurement that I thought was important, just to talk about that again. Roughly 10 foot. You can see that we are not into the opening of the doors. This is a sliding door, so something like this would be a very good application to heat up the entire spaces on the left and on the right of the patio. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the dimensions again. Just another thing is this is centered within the post, so from post to post centered the heater, and from post to post centered on both of these heaters as well. You could offset this one slightly if you needed to, but I like to have things look uniform, so that's why I'm choosing to place it where I have it right now. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. You can see that in this case we're heating up this whole entire space here very well, and if you're sitting over here, you can see that you're going to be nice and warm with almost 2 rays coming across here. So being 8 foot apart, and I should also mention that these are 30 degrees tilt, but being 8 foot away from this particular spot here over to here, having that second ray come over here is something that's going to be very important, or make you much more comfortable. And then looking at the dining space over here, you can see that having 2 units makes it very comfortable. All 6 spaces here will feel that warmth very well. Now if you were to pull the chair out, because no one's typically sitting on the table itself, let me go ahead and turn off this ray for one quick second here and just look at what it would be if you really were to pull this seating position out slightly. Let's go ahead and move it out, just about like that, and let's go ahead and see what that footprint of heat would be. And you can see that you're still in that ray, and that would be pretty decent, I would say, especially in the center of the patio. You have those 2 rays coming across, and that makes it very, very comfortable for this position. And the only other thing I could mention is if we were to, let me go ahead and just manipulate this a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this unit, this unit, this unit, and I'm going to add back in the 2 here, and then I'm going to move this one here just to see what that would look like if we got just 3 units in here. Give me just 1 minute here, and I'll put it right here in the center of the patio, and we'll go ahead and turn on the ray. And you can see here, and I know that this is not an area that they really want to heat, but you can see that that's actually penetrating this chair here fairly decently, as well as this one over here. We're still not hitting that as well, but that's just another idea. The other thing I should mention too is the units on, in just a minute here, I'll let you look at this for just a few minutes here, or a few seconds rather. I'm going to go ahead and turn that all back to where I had it before. And just want to mention on this application here, where you have them mounted to the beam, the heaters are a little bit lower, so these are 6,000 watt dual element units. You would either want to use a duplex switch or a control system, or go with just a simple 4,000 watt unit, which it would be a single element, looks exactly the same dimensions, everything's identical here except for the actual element. And in that case you wouldn't necessarily need a control system, but control systems are nice. And you can also just turn one unit on, this unit on, the other 2 off, and do something of that nature to regulate the amount of heat that you really are feeling when you have a 4,000 watt unit in an application like this. But I would probably mostly recommend the 6,000 watt. Again, looking at the dimensions here, we're at roughly 8 foot off the finished floor, so I think that would be a much better application. and then you can again use a duplex switch on each individual unit, and or just a simple on off, and then just regulate it by putting 1 on, 3 off, 2 on, 2 off, something of that nature. So alright, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.